Good afternoon, good evening, and good morning. Today I'll be reading from Mark chapter 14, verses 12 through 26. And if you don't mind, press that like and subscribe button if you enjoy learning the Bible for me. Thank you. On the first day of the festival of unleavened bread, when it was customary to sacrifice the Passover lamb, Jesus' disciples asked him, "Where do you want us to go and make preparations for you to eat the Passover?" So he sent two of his disciples, telling them, "Go into the city, and a man carrying a jar of water will meet you. Follow him. Say to the owner of the house he enters, 'The teacher asks, where is my guest room, where I may eat the Passover with my disciples?' He will show you a large room upstairs, furnished and ready. Make preparations for us there." The disciples left, went into the city, and found things just as Jesus had told them. So they prepared the Passover. When evening came, Jesus arrived with the 12. While they were reclining at the table eating, he said, "Truly I tell you, one of you will betray me, one who is eating with me." They were saddened, and one by one they said to him, "Surely you don't mean me?" "It is one of the 12, he replied, "one who dips bread into the bowl with me. The Son of Man will go just as it is written about him. But woe to the man who betrays the Son of Man. It would be better for him if he had not been born." While they were eating, Jesus took bread, and when he had given thanks, he broke it and gave it to his disciples, saying, "Take it, this is my body." Then he took a cup, and when he had given thanks, he gave it to them, and they all drank from it. "This is my blood of the covenant, which is poured out for many," he said to them. "Truly I tell you, I will not drink again from the fruit of the vine until that day when I drink it new in the kingdom of God." When they had sung a hymn, they went out to the Mount of Olives. What were typical Passover preparations? A question from verse 15. Observant Jews purchased specific items required for the Passover meal, prepared the food, and set the table. Most important, they needed to acquire a lamb, take it to the temple for slaughter, and then roast it whole, as prescribed by Jewish law. What new meaning did Jesus give to the Passover? The Passover meal celebrated the deliverance of the Jews from slavery in Egypt. Jesus infused the Passover meal with profound new meaning to illustrate the liberating power of his death on the cross. For centuries, the unleavened bread have reminded God's people of their hasty exit from Egypt. Now, the bread would remind Jesus' followers of his body, given as a sacrifice for their sins. The lamb had recalled the blood that spared the Israelites from death. Now the cup would remind Jesus' followers of his blood and its saving effects. Why did Jesus compare the wine with his blood? From verse 24. There are several possibilities. Wine is the color of blood, which represents Jesus' sacrificial death on the cross. Wine was used in the Passover celebration, and Jesus was creating a new Passover with himself as the Passover lamb. A cup of wine is sometimes a symbol of judgment in the Old Testament, and at the cross, Jesus would receive the judgment for the sins of the world. Wine and fine food are part of the Messianic banquet, a symbol of God's salvation, which Jesus would accomplish at the cross. Why did Jesus say he would not drink again? From verse 25. Because Jesus was going to die, he would eat no more Passover meals until the coming of the future kingdom. But when Jesus returns, he will celebrate again in perfect fellowship with all his followers. Even now, when Christians celebrate the Lord's Supper, they are not only remembering his crucifixion, but also looking ahead to his second coming. God bless you guys.